We now shift our focus to this story. A 47-year-old foreign national appeared in the Booysens Magistrate Court in Johannesburg today. He's facing charges of human trafficking and contravention of the Immigration Act. The suspect was arrested in Johannesburg on Tuesday. This after 10 teenage boys were rescued from a suspected trafficking operation. The boys are also believed to be foreign nationals. 8 of them were found half naked walking along a street in Mulbarton, south of Johannesburg. SABC News reporter Lopang Alamu has more on the story. A very good afternoon, Lopang. A very disturbing story that we heard on Tuesday of these 10 teenage boys, 8 of which were found half naked. Just share with us what exactly happened in court.
Mfundo, that's correct. And just also to clarify those charges, he faces 12 counts of kidnapping. At this stage, he's not yet been charged with human trafficking. And in fact, we've got Colonel Katleho Mokhale from the Hawks to discuss those particular bases as to why those human trafficking charges were not brought forth at this stage. Colonel, thank you so much for your time. We do understand that the accused is only facing charges of kidnapping. What happened to those charges of human trafficking?
Those charges of human trafficking have been put on the back burner because for one to be charged with human trafficking, there has to be certain reasons why we do that, and that require a rather lengthy investigation that will assist us in making sure that, according to the law, what sections of human trafficking are you charging them as, so that when you go to trial and convictions, you are able to make sure that this person goes behind bars forever.
Let's also talk about those boys. Are they minors? And at this stage, no one knows why they were brought into South Africa.
As spoken yesterday, we did say that they seem to be teenagers from the ages of 13 to 19, and I did speak that we will be taking them to a medical examiner so that we ascertain, are they saying who they are they from where they are they the age that they say they are. As you also might understand, we also had a challenge of being able to speak to them, because they needed an interpreter. So interpreters, medical examiners, people from social development, we are all a multidisciplinary group who are trying to ascertain as to where in Mulbarton these kids came from, how did they come into South Africa to begin with, and where were they going since they did not have their clothes.
It's quite a cause for concern. We've seen over the past few months a number of these cases just popping up. And it's normally in remote residential areas, and there are often so many of them in houses. Is this a syndicate? What's going on there?
That part of whether this is a syndicate or not is being under investigation, and we are not ruling out the fact that with this case there will be additional charges as well as additional suspects.
Thank you so much. Colonel Katleho Mokhale from the Hawks there, just giving us insight as to why those charges of human trafficking were not brought forth this afternoon. In fact, the 47-year-old accused claimed to not understand English, and that's exactly why this matter has been rolled over to tomorrow, and that's just to ensure that tomorrow the court can provide an interpreter for him. But the magistrate in this matter not really taking kindly to that, as this particular suspect, the accused rather, saying that he's been in South Africa for 21 years, but does not really understand any kind of language, and that really took the court by surprise at this stage. So the magistrate saying, it's fine, we'll get you an interpreter for the home language, which is Amharic at this point, and this matter will then continue tomorrow. And he also claimed that he cannot understand what those charges were. He tried explaining what was going on in court, but the magistrate really saying to him, no, the only thing that you need to do at this stage is to be read your rights. And because he couldn't understand, he needed an interpreter for that particular reason. Mfundo, we're going to leave it there for now, and we'll continue tracking the story.
All right, Lopang, thank you very much for that reportage. That's SABC News reporter Lopang Alamu, who continues to monitor that specific story around the rescue of 10 teenage boys suspected to be some sort of a human trafficking ring.